Hey there, lads and lasses. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. Slancha. I'd like to start off 2025 by welcoming in the mighty, real foolish sage, a fellow buffoon, all around awesome dude. You can see the auto shout out there. Please go check out his next stream. Whenever that may be, Sage. Earthquake. Oh, what? Did I move the mic around and it make a lot of noise? Sorry. Which will be soon. Okay. Well, anyways, welcome to Generations 2025, everybody. A couple announcements. Let me see. Usually, I shut down this time of year, somewhere between Christmas and then the first week of January. Usually, I shut down and I update the server and I do all the server maintenance and all the Discord maintenance and I do all of that stuff and everything. Or at least I try to do that kind of stuff. Backup of the world, maps, and things like that. I'll still be doing all that stuff. I just won't shut down for it. I was thinking, we're not traveling this Christmas. We're staying home. So that makes things a little bit easier. And also, there we go. That's a little bit better. Also, I did shut down for quite some time in November, and I think that's enough shutdown. So I'll be doing the upgrades on the server and all that stuff I normally do, and I'll post the progress of all of that stuff in our community Discord for the ThunderClan community Discord. And I'll also be, there's also a channel in there called Goals. And I update that every now and then, probably not as often as I should. But we actually, even though I feel like the end of 2024, I hit a little bit of a slump, especially in November, and then I pulled out of it. 2024, we made some significant progress. A lot of things changed and got better, I thought, for 2024. So in that spirit, new goals for 2025, onward and upward. I'm really satisfied with the way that things went for 2024. So, and we could talk about those kind of things throughout the stream. But speaking of the stream, let's get on with this, shall we? Let's get into the building. So today is Generations, and on today's stream, we should be on the Generation 5 server today. You guys can still see I'm wearing my Santa Christmas skin, and that's just for today, January 1st. Then after today, I'll be switching back to the old skin. And by the old skin, I mean the old skin because I'm old. Also here at the Thunderhand household, the Christmas tree will come down tomorrow, right? I'll leave it up for one more day. I usually like to leave it up for New Year's. Let me see. What do we want to do here? I need to switch my skin too. And so each year I like to renew stuff and upgrade stuff and introduce new things and stuff into the stream and into the gameplay and the Discord and stuff. Let me see. As far as my skin goes, though, I think I'm going to keep that the same for a little while. Yeah. I might do some stuff with the look of the stream a little bit here and there, but we'll see. So, Generations. Where did we leave off with Generations, you guys? Hawk. I think we were tearing down the old Christmas tree, and we're going to relocate that and build that somewhere else. I think that's what we were doing. Yeah, I can see all of that. All of the materials, the blocks for the Christmas tree in there. Buffoon Season 5 is still going strong. The Lucky Block Redeems are now over. We had so much fun with that. That is super, super cool. Got a lot of participation from the community. Wow, a little bit of lag there. But very, very satisfied overall with how the holiday went in regards of all things Buffooncraft. Lots of fun. Bufooncraft Season 6 going strong. Lots of plans. I have some very, very cool stuff to reveal for our Bufooncraft stream Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys get to see that. I've been secretly developing a build over at my base over in Bufooncraft, and I've been working on some redstone there feverishly for the last couple of days, which is why I haven't really been doing anything else. And it's difficult. It's some new stuff to learn for redstone, but also we've upgraded the 1.21.4 update for Bufooncraft. And so we've all gone out to the Pale Forest and gotten our new blocks and played around with that stuff. You may have seen that in the other Buffoon streams. And if not, I would like to remind everybody there you go. If you're not a member of the Bufooncraft community Discord, there is in the chat, you can see the invite link there. Please consider becoming a member. You will learn all things Bufooncraft when all the Buffoons are streaming. All of that stuff. If you're already a member of that, thank you. And please consider bringing more people in. Let your, invite your friends and your family and stuff. Because it is a very cool community. I almost made the resin farm fully automated using dogs, but they de-aggro too fast. Sage. Now, see, dude, you need to stream that because I really, I can always go over on the server, and I probably will. I'll go over there and check it out soon. But you should stream that, buddy. When you do stuff like that, please. Please. Now, as far as Generations is concerned, you guys can see, well, I don't know if you can see or not. I don't know if it's obvious from here, but I have not updated. I'm still on 1.21. And so, and you know what? I like having the update drop when it did. This is usually the time where I back up the world and I update and upgrade things and stuff. And so this is really cool. I was hoping to have it ready for today, but it's not the case. We have family stuff going on and whatnot. So let me see. I think those roots break better with a hatchet. But we shall. So by next Wednesday will be a Baby Zombie Rush stream. So we need to update that world. We'll also update this world. We'll make backups of both of them and then load up the copies and update those. Pruning the chunks and all of that stuff. So that should all be ready by next Wednesday. And then any other changes that we make, we'll implement as we go along throughout the year. Wow. I'm remembering how to fly, everybody. Buffooncraft, we are still on. Do I have any? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's just do that. Oh dang! I got rid of all of my blocks. I didn't want to quite do that. Can I reach that block? No, I can't. That's gonna suck to not be able to get that block. I mean, I suppose I could. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some blocks in the inventory. But yeah, we'll update and upgrade things as we go along here. So, you know, the Pale Forest update, I really like that. And I know we're supposed to call them drops and everything. Now, I consider those to be updates. I still like referring to them as updates. To me, that's what they are. And it turned out to be a lot more fun than I thought it would be. And I already really like the bundles. I really enjoy those. I didn't think I would like those as much as I do. I like those a lot. Right now, I just want some dirt in my inventory. Yeah, definitely stepping up my stream game in 2025. Sage, I don't say that like in a nagging kind of way. It's just that I really like your streams, dude. And I'm not the only one. I enjoy them a lot. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, still on the ground. So I think I started saying that. Yeah, in Buffooncraft, we haven't yet achieved access to the end there yet. We usually hold off on that. And but soon. All of that stuff is dropping very, very soon. The lore and all of that stuff. So yeah, viewers, fans of Buffooncraft, stay tuned for that. We've actually been holding off on that stuff since the beginning of Season 6. But now that we're into the new year, the lore should be kicking into overdrive now. Uh-oh. But soon we'll have the Elytra. Hawk. On Buffooncraft. See, I'm relearning how to do this. Okay. Calmly. There. All right. All right, let's do that. Here we go. All right. So I know I put a lot of math into this tree and stuff, or working out the spirals and the polar equation for the spirals. I'll do all that again. For those of you who didn't particularly enjoy that aspect of this build, I can almost hear your collective groan. But it's just fun, too much fun not to do. For me, anyway. But yeah, we are still sans Elytra on Buffooncraft. And so when I come on to Generations, it's like, fuck. I mean, it's nice to fly around, but have to relearn how to do that. Oh, I can't parkour for crap. I keep forgetting when I go to jump more than a gap that's bigger than one block, I need to bounce first before I hit the jump. That way I can get the momentum to make it over there. Let's take a look. Oh, I definitely took it as a positive support statement, not nagging. Good. Because, you know, Y chromosome, I do not nag. My recent math thing, I learned the existence of Galois fields. Oh, yeah, getting into the... in math, we call that modern algebra. With the groups and fields. Yeah, good stuff. Galois. Galois was quite... Galois was quite a... quite an interesting character in the history of mathematics. But some of you who are the mathematically inclined may know about group theory and rings and fields and stuff like that. I was pretty good at that. You know, I studied, let me see, Galilean, I think. All right. Yes. Contemporary abstract algebra. That was my text from which I studied. Right over there. I did pretty good with that, but I wasn't able to dedicate the time to that class. And it's too bad. My professor was excellent for that class, too. That was getting towards the end of my degree, though, and had many an iron in the fire. But that's where I learned about group theory, which is super fascinating. Dihedral groups and things like that. Oh, that is so cool. And that's borderline getting into topology and things like that. Those kinds of subject areas. I actually learned about Galois fields from a Minecraft redstone field video. Really? Trying to think of the application in Minecraft for that. Yeah, please send me the link to that. I'd be really interested in that. Because that has to do with set members and things like that. And then operations on the elements of a set. And things like closure and stuff like that. So there's Jeannie. Happy New Year! My favorite thunder. Welcome on in, Jeannie. You guys can see fellow Buffooncraft, Cheska's Genie there in the chat and the auto shoutout. I think it's safe to say that Genie is probably the hardest working streamer of all the buffoons. Please go check out her stream. You'll not be disappointed in the least. It was a wild video. I think the guy was making a QR code generator out of redstone. I'll drop you the link. Thank you. I'd really like to look at that. Maybe. No, definitely. I mean, we have some really hard-working streamers in Buffooncraft. How am I going to get that one block? I don't think I can hit it fast enough flying by. I certainly can't land on it. I think I'm going to have to pillar up with some dirt. That's going to suck. I think it's safe to say that nobody puts as much work into their stream as Jeannie does. Let me see. This might be the best point at which to approach this. Was it a leaf? It should insta-mine with a good hoe. Yeah, you know what? And I have the hoe right there, huh? Still, I'll do it the old school way. There you are. I see you. The thing is, that was placed too, so that will not despawn. Okay, that wasn't such a big deal. You know, it is going to be a big deal, though. Yeah. What I think it is, maybe sometimes I can do this, and I can fly by and place a block, and then I have more than one block on which to land, and I can handle it. The other thing I could do is I could probably water bucket up to it. Yeah, and I think that'll be okay. I have nothing down there that the water will not, that the water will wash away. I should be all right. And let's make sure that I have the shears out and ready to go. Let's do that. So I cannot wait to upgrade generations here, so I can get the bundles in here and stuff like that working. Let me see. Should have a toolkit. Ladder, sponges, tools 2, tools 1, charge, diamond pickaxe. Let me see. I think shears are usually in this one. Yes. And we need shears, of course, to take the wool down, right? That's the idea. I just do things on the things with the things. The other thing I might have been able to do is fly by and place the water bucket right at the very top. But I don't know. I like to practice this because this is very, very handy, especially during events where we're laying siege to some sort of fortress full of mobs or something. The water scaling like this is a good skill to practice. It does take a little bit of concentration, though, but that's all right. Generations is a nice, relaxing stream. I like doing this. I can focus and concentrate here. There we go. And we're here. And that's how that's done, kids. Just like that. You know what's cool is I can mine these faster than the water dissipates. So I can always jump into the stream there if I need to. Like when I get to the bottom of this thing, which, let's stay right on the edge here so we can see what we're doing. But yeah, Buffooncraft Season 6 stream on Friday is going to be a lot of fun. If you like redstone and that kind of stuff, that's going to be some fun stuff. Hawk. Whoa! A little too much. I guess that was bound to happen. Look how long it's taken that water to dissipate down there. Oh, let's just jump into the water stream here, like so, like this. Okay, and we just got to hit our rhythm here. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. And this isn't going quite as smooth as the other. And this one's really janky. I don't know what I'm doing differently here. But this is not as smooth as my other water scaling. I don't know why. My other water scaling, I was able to hit targets much further up. Yeah, maybe that. Okay, there we go. You just got to get the rhythm of it. Yeah, okay, I feel better now. Here we go. Chat, I will check chat in just a moment. Let me get to the top of this thing. Here we go. I hate how my brain sometimes hears a single word and gets a song. Now playing, this is the rhythm of the... Nice. Nice, though. Nice ref. I like the way your brain works. This is the rhythm of the night. All right. Let's chew this down here. I always say this when we do a Generation 5 stream here in Survival, that I love this world. And it's always so relaxing and stuff to come back to this this map and this world. Hey there, fellas. Okay, this is good. This looks so much better now that it's opened all up. And again, I'm going to rebuild the tree. I'm just going to do it in a different location. And I'm going to either choose one of the islets out here, or I'm just going to custom make one. Now this one, I have to be careful about this. All right, if I put the water stream to this side, I should be okay because I do have the mob farm there. That should clear. Right. Okay. This mob farm has to be moved. Sung by the now unfortunately named Corona. So, speaking of music, Kachi worked very, very, very hard this year. In his academics and his viola. Orchestra stuff and his kung fu. He worked super, super hard this year. Straight A's. And so Santa was very, very good to him. And got him a MacBook with Logic Pro. And Kachi is producing all kinds of super, super cool music. Right now, he's still in the learning curve for Logic Pro right now. But we have one of his devs from Dummy Defense is Festive Board, who is an incredible young composer and a master of Logic Pro, and so we have him to consult. And that way I have Ableton with a PC, and he has Logic Pro with a Mac, and super cool stuff. Logic. Redeem. I guess this has some kind of water in it, so it should be good enough. That's a lot to take on to. Yep, it sure is. You know what's really cool is from this height you can see the spiral pattern down there on the floor of the depot. just as intended. Yeah, Kachi is a very, very busy young man. We've kept both of our sons super, super busy. I think that's one of the key aspects of parenting is just keep them too busy to get into any trouble. Really? Oh, you're going to pay for that. So you may be wondering why there's a skelly on the Mushroom Island. It's because some of this is reclaimed land. So if you can look at this. See, this is Mushroom Fields, but see right on the very edge, you get ocean right here. If you look up at the biome in the second paragraph of the debug screen up there, you can see biome ocean, and then you can see it change to Mushroom Fields. So some of this is reclaimed land. Princess Tiny One, welcome in. Honorary buffoonlet. Hello, Happy New Year. Idle hands are the devil's plaything. Yes, agreed. So poor Kachi is just kept so busy that he doesn't have any time to get into any trouble with anything. Besides just being an overall good kid, you know. But Kachi definitely deserves a reward for putting in the time and effort and everything because, yeah, it is quite a load, and he is quite busy. And a lot of that's due to Taiwanese tiger mom, Mrs. Thunderhand. But yes, Kachi has definitely earned his MacBook with Logic Pro. As expensive as that was, he's earned every bit of that, trust me. All right, let's do the sleeping thing here. Let's have ourselves some New Year's steak here. Does he have a preferred music style? Yes. It's usually very hardcore metal, and it's usually game OSTs. Like the soundtrack for Ultra Kill, he really likes. Soundtrack for the OSTs for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. He loves that. That's his preferred. He's more into a harder kind of rock, where his older brother is more into R&B kind of stuff and hip hop. but they're like open to all kinds of styles of stuff. Usually they like whatever I show them. But I'm usually really conscious of that though, because I don't want to mire them down in all of the old stuff too much. So, yeah, I like them to have a super, super open mind to that. Yeah, Kachi's really hardcore, man. So every now and then he'll say things to me like, Ba, I'm running out of music. Can you show me some more stuff? Because I want some more music to listen to. And so I have to think really carefully about that before I do that. Or I like to. I don't have to, but I like to. And so I'll see what's current right now. And I'll think about, what I think would be interesting for them, and then every now and then I'll reach back and I'll pull out some old stuff. It is a rhythm game FPS, first-person shooter, yeah. Yeah, we just did an Ultra Kill stream on Sunday. Okay, so we have the one more tower over there to take down, right? One of Kachi's developer friends is a fan of the old Half-Life, which is odd for such a young person. But I'm a huge fan of Half-Life 1. It was my game prior to Minecraft. And so Kachi, through Soup, has become interested in Half-Life 1, so he downloaded it the other day. And we may do a co-stream on that. If we can find a mod for multiplayer adventure mode or story mode on that, we'll probably do that. Calling it the old Half-Life is weirdly painful. Yeah. Yeah, Sage, you're at that age where that's painful for you. I've passed that point. So, and when you get there, I promise you, it's wonderful. I hear mixed things about the Black Mesa remake of Half-Life 1. Yeah, me too. There's quite a bit of controversy with the old fans of that and stuff. So, or the fans of the original, I should say. But I was big into Half-Life in the late 90s. That's when I was an engineer at Teledyne. And our lead engineer installed it on all of the... not all on all of, but on the PCs of us engineers who wanted to do the multiplayer free-for-all during lunch. So during lunch, we would have the engineering section. It was just a huge open room with cubicles. And we'd all be in our cubicles. And we'd be on our PCs. And during lunch, we would be multiplayer free-for-all Half-Life. And it was just complete pandemonium in the engineering section. And it was so cool because our engineering manager hated us playing that because he hated all things PC games and game and stuff. That guy sucked big time. But his engineering supervisor, managing supervisor, our lead engineer was his golden child. And so he let our lead engineer just do anything he wanted. And so our engineering supervisor allowed us to play that, and our engineering manager hated it. And so we were always in a war with our engineering manager. It's so funny. But our engineering supervisor, he was a sharp guy because he was thinking that, it's good team building and good camaraderie in the engineering section. But the other thing is, instead of being like everybody else and going out into the parking lot during lunch and getting drunk or getting high all the time, the engineers are right in their cubicles, right next to their phones. So if the line goes down or there's a problem with a certain step in the process or something like that, we're right there for support, right there during lunch. So, of course, it would get kind of loud in there. And sometimes when you have customer tours, they'd be like, what the heck's going on? So during customer tours, we wouldn't play. So if Lockheed or Raytheon or something were doing a walkthrough, we wouldn't be doing that during lunch. So funny, though. But that's how I got into Half-Life. And then I, brought Half-Life home, purchased it. That was pre-Steam when it was just Valve. And loaded it on my PC at home. Much to the dismay of Mrs. Thunderhand, who hated that. Lone Star! Hey, welcome on in, Lone Star. You guys can see the auto shout out there for Lone. Please go check him out, fellow buffoon. Very dangerous to have Steam without Valve to control the flow. Man, I tell you, back in that day, getting Steam to work with the mod that we were using for Half-Life multiplayer and making the transition over to Steam was incredibly painful. Yeah, that was a big, big deal. Okay, well, there we go. Nice and open to let all the rain into the depot. All right, this water should dissipate pretty soon. But this is the idea I wanted to have for the depot, is to have this all open to the sky and have just a huge big old hole that you could fly right on into. Because the depot is just so enormous, right? The scale of it, it's just fun to fly through it, right? Let's... Really? No shulker in my inventory? What the? As Kaji would say, what the Sigma? All right, let's get over here. Slimies! Hey there, Jello Shots. I've got a little something for you. Charles. Princess Tiny One might get that joke. All right, well, let's drop some of that stuff off. Well, why do I have a lectern in my inventory? I have no idea. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit of organizing here. Did I leave that top side? I think I did, because I remember taking the... Yeah, okay, I left that top side. I think I did. We'll go back up there and retrieve that. Let me see here. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to put that back into my tool chest. And I'm trying to replenish my rockets. Let's see what level rockets we have in here. These are all flight duration ones, so let's use these up. Usually I'll switch these around. I'll switch these up liketh so. There we go. Right there. Yeah, it's right there. Look at that. Hawk. Thunder. Please, old man. Please. With your old man brain, if you could just do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Just do the thing. Look at that. 2 netherite god hose right there. Context! Context, viewers. Context. Let's see. I should get rid of that lectern, huh? What happened there? Oh, yeah, okay. So on this server, yes, I have those arranged as such. All right, let's go extract these and let's get this out of here. We'll do the sleeping thing and then we'll be good. And let us do this. All right, so I'm just going to just drop all of these shulkers right here, which is an extremely uncool thing to do. And then I'll sort and do all that stuff later. One of the things I need to decide to do for generations, which I've been putting off forever, is decide on a sorting system in what to do about that. One of the themes I've embraced over the last year here is the idea of decentralizing the storage. So that means what to do about storage now. One of the things I want to do is it doesn't make sense to do things like have an iron farm, but have storage for iron here. I would just store the iron at the iron farm, and if I need it, I just go over there. Now, it's decentralized, but it's still relatively close. They'll be on islands, or like right around Mushroom Island Central, right in this little close-knit archipelago. But not all in just one room in the storage space like this. That way we can get around and we can see some of the other builds, and it makes things look kind of cool. Oh, some of these are empty. Could eat. Yeah, good. Let's do this. But clearly, we do need some sort of storage. It's just how to go with it. Multi-item storage is something I'm looking at. You could see that what I started here was just a whole barrage, a whole array of just the simpler impulse type of sorter system there with a shulker loader right there. Right? Shulker loader system right there. But I think I'm going to switch to multi-item, and I think I'm going to construct this item sorter with the idea of just inventory management. So whatever I have in my inventory, I just come down here and I just dump it into this system and it'll sort it. But like I said, iron ingots, iron blocks, and to a certain degree, the poppies and stuff, why would I sort that? Why would I bring that stuff from the iron farm over to here? You know, it just makes sense to store that at the iron farm, right? So, same thing. If I made a tree farm, all the wood, at least the logs, would all be over there, right? I mean, why would I store all the different types of logs and saplings and stuff here, right? Why would I do that, right? I'd just store it right at the farm, right? So the wool farm, why would I store all the different types of wool blocks and stuff over here? I would just store it at the wool farm, right? So I'm thinking on doing that. Just the bulk raw materials, I'll store them at their farms. But the products made by those, I'll probably store over here. Like the oak logs would be all over at the tree farm island, but the gates and the fences and all of those things, it would be probably here, right? That way it'd act more like inventory management. Otays, I adore me some Generations, but I delayed too long. I'm off to lurk. Okay. Jeannie, thank you for dropping by, and I do appreciate the lurk. Let me see, extra bed. That should go in basic kit. There we go. So that's my idea eventually, thinking of storage, making the storage hall here. And now the storage system is going to be a lot smaller than it originally was because my goal was to store every item in the game. So that would mean one slot per item, which would have been a huge storage system. But now going for multi-item storage, and then only storing for inventory management, it makes the system a lot smaller. So I can't see it quite going back that far, but I'll still use this grand hall kind of idea, and it's still going to be fairly big. It just won't be quite this big, quite that deep, that far back, right? By the way, coming to a Buffooncraft server soon. This kind of pumpkin farm. This kind of vertical pumpkin farm. Except maybe like every third or fourth level may be melons instead of just pumpkins. This pumpkin farm is the most high output pumpkin farm I've probably ever built. And it's just a lot of fun to watch. Like, there's some filler blocks that needed to be put on the back, so I filled those with the lamps. And so now, whenever one of the pairs of pistons fires, you can see they light up. It's really cool. And since these are in the spawn chunks, this thing always runs. I finally upgraded the storage for this and made a chute that goes up to the trade hall. There are higher output farms, but for a single player world, believe you me, this is more than enough for this. I may actually move this farm too. I may make it a little bit smaller so it fits all within a nearby chunk. I may move it over to this chunk right here. So we'll see what happens there. And of course the cane farm right over here. The cane farm, it doesn't have a chute going up to it. Insane cane farm. Oh, and some glow squiddies were in there too. Somehow glow squiddies spawned in here. I don't know how. This one's not quite so huge, though. I don't think. Oh, no, it is. It's every bit as huge. Yeah, Generations, of course, is going to be huge. But these might actually be moved sooner or later. So I might make... What I've been thinking about for a long time is making a hall that branches off in the 5 directions here. And each hall does a different thing. Like the yellow hall over here will extend out from the wall there, and it will be the mob farm. Right? The blue hall over here may extend out, and it may be the pumpkin farm and melon farm. I'm not certain. Or it may be the cane farm, and maybe the green hall will be, or I don't know, maybe green would be a little bit more intuitive to do for the cane farm out into that direction. And then, and I'll have 5 hallways branching out from either side like that. And they'll all be of this kind of scale, in basically this kind of look. So they'll all look like this. But yes, I will be building this in this style of farm right here in Buffooncraft very, very soon. All right, let me see. I'm at time to switch to standing mode. I'm actually 3 minutes past that. So let's do this. We'll take a very, very short break. We'll run ads for about maybe 3 minutes, and then we will be right back with the second part of the stream. Okay, hey, welcome back. That's weird. Usually I can see the ad notification running. I didn't this time. But it says I recently ran ads, so I assume I did. You know, I gotta say, this looks really cool now that it's open. It just looks so much better. Now, I have to do something here with some sort of road that goes around this and a little bit of structure, but I do like having this open where I can look down in. It's just a little dangerous, like if you're trucking down the street and all of a sudden, wow, and then you die, right? So, and also the mob farm needs to be moved off. So, you guys can see how the halls work. Here's the central location of the spiral, and then it's the line that goes through the other beacon, right? And so this line, and you can see there's 5 of them, so 72 degrees off of each one, right? So 72 degrees off of this one should be this. It should be a line that goes from the center point here through the yellow beacon and out into that direction. And so the mob farm will probably be in this bay right here. I won't have it extend up. It'll be under the water. And it may be at this level, but it will be under the water. It may be a little bit deeper down here. You can see the outer corner of it over here, right? One of the things that we're thinking that this is probably one of the highest output mob farms I've ever built. And it's so ridiculous. I just whacked out like a super crude mob farm here. It's just one platform, and the output of this mob farm is insane. I remember back in the day when I first showed this to Chris and Nova. We're thinking that maybe because it's right on the border of the Mushroom Island, that no other mobs spawn, and so yeah, it just generates a lot of drops because of that. And so when I move this out, I'll move it out into the center of this bay area right here where this body of water runs through here. And that should, but I don't want to move it too far away because I want to take advantage of that border with the Mushroom Island. So, but it's right there. So just this very outer corner goes. That's before I knew about these things. That's how old this mob farm is. And so when I move it out, it should still be very, very high output. Very, very high output. So that'll go here. Also, this janky portal will finally be moved. I'm going to make this little islet right here the portal islet. And so the portal will be featured right over to here. It'll just move, a few dozen blocks this way with a superfluous medial vowel. And so we'll make this a really cool looking portal island here. And then we'll do something with a road that circumnavigates this pit. I don't want to build a bridge out this way because I think it's going to obstruct, at least visually, this body of water here, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to have the road continue along the shoreline here, and then I'm thinking of building a bridge right across here somewhere. I think that'll be nice. I may build a very, very short bridge right between these two, but not between here. That over there is the Mushroom Island Central Wildlife Preserve. There'll be a little bit more building that's going to happen out here, but not much. Here is going to be the shops district over here. And we're going to have all kinds of extremely silly shops here. So again, storage, I have to think about that. Because again, why would I store the items being sold at this shop, at these shops, down into there, right? I should store them right here at these shops. So something to think about there. Also, the iron farm here will be moved over to that islet over there. We'll do a whole different design for it. And we will also make a secondary trade hall over here that will have the iron trades in it. So you'll have the toolsmiths, the weaponsmiths, and the armorers over there. And that'll do that. I may put that trading hall in the Nether in that location. We'll see what happens there. But please, hands, please. But those are some of the long-term plans for what's going on over here. Some of the short-term plans are to finally give our dudes here a decent home. This is going to happen in 2025. Definitely. So I wanted to make a villager breeder. These are the classic Thunderhand early game breeders, villager breeders. I would like to take these and make the villager breeder on top of the trading hall here on this level. And will finish the trading hall pretty much. Get these guys out of these bins down here and put them up there into a proper trading hall. And then I will have some sort of bubble veyor system, something here that will allow them to be distributed down to the 3 levels here. 4 levels. So that'll happen here. And I'll get rid of this jankiness down here. That's the idea there. I think I wanted to incorporate a lot of copper here. And so to wax the copper, I needed a bee farm. And so I think that's why I built the bee farm over there. I have to recall this kind of stuff. Is to come up with a honeycomb so I could come over here and wax the blocks I needed for this. I think that was the original plan. The hotel, we need some parking spaces out front for the horses. The horses will be the main locomotion here. They'll serve as the cars, the transportation for the island. And then really the only thing that the hotel needs is the beach. I've tried to work on the beach initially and I didn't like it. I didn't like how I had the shoreline of the beach. And so I'll have to do something there. I'm not really sure. I have a little bit of work I need to do on the Guardian farm. One thing I found about Guardians is they like to swim towards light sources. And by having the light shine through the windows, they resist the water stream a little bit here. Not a lot. It's still an extremely high output Guardian farm. But what I wound up doing is taking out this glass and replacing it with the tinted glass so the light doesn't come through here. And so the light source becomes the portal here. And then they just swim with the water stream and it just makes it all the more faster. So I need to replace this glass on these outer features. You can see where I did 2 columns here with the tinted glass and make the tinted glass over here. So I really need to do that. But I love this Guardian farm. It's one of my favorite builds of all times. Yeah, so I need to replace that. And then maybe this island here. It needs to be terraformed a little bit with a decent looking bridge that goes across to this. So see, Generations, we have so much to do here. That's why I haven't changed this map. Here, we need to make a suspension bridge from the island over to the historical preservation area over here. This is where we first spawned. The original spawn for this map was here on this island. So this is our early game build, and we've preserved this through all of the updates. Kachi and I. In fact, Biggie was playing with us at this point when we spawned over here in these little islets here. And so I've preserved these over here. I've given myself permission to build on these islands here, but these ones here I'm preserving. This one I may build on here. But this area here is going to be a historical preservation area. Here I might build a waterway through here to get through. And I might do something here on this island, I'm not sure. Here I would like to build a structure around the wool farm to make this look better. I have the guts of the farm, and I may upgrade some of the redstone here and stuff, because I've learned a heck of a lot more about the redstone for this. And I think I can come up with better redstone, so we'll see. But this wool farm puts out way, way more than I'll ever need for a single player world. Like, I haven't even AFK'd this, and I still have tons of wool here. But I have the janky dirt walls and stuff. I would really like to make a scene out of this. Like maybe an old style, a rustic mill kind of thing with maybe a water wheel and that kind of stuff, and maybe put some, if not armor stand characters, at least put, you know, some villagers here and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But that's the plan for that eventually at some time. But we are at the point here where we are finishing up this absolutely beautiful build. And this is the Apiary Island on which we've been building for a very long time. So we need to finish this up. So let's do a little bit of sleeping. And what we were doing was we were terraforming some of the aquatic features underneath. And we're almost done with this, really. One of the things we had to do is harvest a lot of coral for this coral level. And I wanted to extend this coral level down a little bit more. I have somebody at the front door. I'm going to have to go tend to that, so I have to do a quick be right back. Hey there, welcome back. Sorry for that delay there. There was some packages being delivered to the front door. I had to go take care of that. This is how confident I am in Generations. I just camped out here overnight, and I didn't die. We've come a long way in this game, people. We have. Sometimes I wonder, but no, we've come a long way. Let's finish this up. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. No, I know I will not be able to finish this up in this stream. But let's take a look at where we left off. I wanted to make a significantly wide band here. It looks like I was trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. A boat. And did I finish this choral band? I think I did. And I think I was ready to start the next bands. Let's swim around. Let's have a butcher. But I think I did. So much detailing, and then I'm just going to cover this up with seagrass and kelp and stuff. Oh, thunder. But Shut Mountain will be pleased to know that I'm not going to fill the interior. At least not yet, unless I come up with some sort of cool thing I'm going to do on the inside there. But right now, I don't have anything in mind. All right, so block palette fill. Let's think about next layers. Next layers. These layers near the top were actually pretty thin. They're only like 2 or so blocks. But they start getting thicker and thicker as you go down. This is like 4 blocks, and then this is like 6 blocks down here. I want to get into the darker stuff down here where I have the cobble deep slate, the deep slate. And then when I get down towards the bottom here, I want the black stone and stuff like that. So let's do maybe 8 layers down here, right? Cobbled deep slate will definitely be a feature. Cobbled deep slate, maybe regular deep slate, maybe. And what's a good transition block? Maybe the tough. Maybe the tough. Because you can see the tough is a little bit darker. Maybe the tough. I don't want to do the mud just yet because I want the mud to be a good transition between this and the blackstone. So let's do a layer of tough. Let's get that in there first. We'll do maybe 2 layers of tough, and we will have it migrating down into the cobble layer. Well, let's try that. There we go. All right, let's see what we have in here. There we go. That's some of the good stuff right there. But I don't see anything else. We've got a little bit right there. We may have to take a little trip. Take a little trip. Take a little trip. Take a little trip with me. All my friends got the low rider. Let us do that. Yeah, and you know what? Let's fly on over and see if we have any more over there. Let's check the basement though of the apiary aisle here, and let's see if there's any down there. I don't think that there is. No, I don't have anything here. By the way, just checking the output. The output of this little bee farm is just crazy. Look at that. All right, let's go get a little bit more tough, and I think we'll be good. God, I love flying over this place like this. And then look at this. Now that the tree is out of the way, they're just flying on in here. So cool. And again, in the interest of dissipating these chest monsters, I always want to check here first. And I know this is tedious, and I'm sorry for this, but I always want to plunder these chest monsters first in the interest of just getting these emptied and out of the way. See, we got a little bit of tough in here. I don't think I have any of these chests though. One of the things I was thinking of using is some of this smooth basalt. That might be cool. But the other thing is, again, I don't want to get too complicated with the block palette because there's going to be a lot of vegetation covering it. I don't know how much. I don't know if I should say a lot of vegetation, but vegetation will cover it. Hey, place. I'm not seeing any tough, so I think we're good. Here's the one that I'm always... Here's the chest monster that I'm always dreading checking. Let's bring a little bit of this over. We're good there. We have a lot of updating to do. Some of our mods and resource packs, they're going to need some updating. I think I already brought over some cobbled deep slate, so you'll see me pull some of that out of here. Only if it's like taking up a slot, wasting a slot space, then I'll take it out of here. But yeah, like this single piece that's taking up a slot. You just get that out of there. Excuse me. All right. We're going through this. Yeah, like some of those partials that aren't complete stacks, just get those out of there. We're good. Yeah. Okay. That's a lot of cobble deep slate. I think we're good. I think that'll do it for the tough. Oh, we probably have some tough over there. I'm probably looking right at it and not seeing it. See how cool that is just to fly on out of there? Just so open and airy. Nice. Again, each one of these islets over here will feature some sort of farm on it or some structure or something. So you can see where I chose the block palette for the next layer. I'm not so sure about that. About that, yes. Want to double check these, make sure I haven't missed anything, and I think I'm good. Yeah, see, I already brought over some of that smooth basalt. I knew I was going to use that. Yeah, I'm good. All right, let's start building. All right, so the idea is to go around first and start filling in the gaps. See where I've already done a little bit of that kind of stuff right in here. Oh wait, I've done a lot of that stuff right in around here, haven't I? Wow. Really, dude? Oh, you know what? I think I was using my trident on these guys, huh? Okay, yeah, I can see where I was doing this already. And it looks like the way I was choosing the blocks, it looks like I just wanted to continue this all the way down to the floor and not use the black stone here. And I was thinking the black stone is for these features here, to carry some of these black stone outcroppings here down under the water. So let's take a swim around and let's just study this closely. It looks like I was... Yeah, I don't think I had a pattern I was following. I think I was just spamming them in there, which is fine with me. But I think I'm going to do a little less of the mossy cobbled. Yeah, I was going around and I was doing that, wasn't I? Yeah, that looks like what I was up to. And it looked like I was just mixing them as I was going along there. Thank you, Mr. Dolphin. So it looked like I had one kind of block in my inventory and I was just spamming it, and then I would use another block, which makes sense. I wouldn't have to switch between blocks quite so often. So maybe I was doing something like that on each one of these. don't want you there. No. I know I bemoan this a lot on my stream, but I really do miss having my Outly mouse. Yeah, for things like that, that's really annoying. Here we go. But soon I think I'm going to need a lot more tough. This layer here is quite significant. Stuff like that just drives me nuts. Please. And at the same time, we're going to have to cover some of this stuff up. Level off the seafloor. Right. Like this, I think I've got a decent rhythm going here. I think you guys can see on the corners here is where I'm placing the tough. That just helps me not think. But I just hope it looks good afterwards. Again, like I always say, you know, if I can come up with a pattern that I can follow that looks good enough. Some folks call that overthinking, but I don't know, I like it. That makes me think less. Fuck. Here we go. Okay, that's good enough. And then when we get this kind of block peppered into here, then we'll switch blocks. And I know some of these blocks cover up the other blocks, but those holes have to be filled anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I should do this reseeding one first. It'll be a little easier to do. Like that, I think. There we go. And again, I'm not like super concerned with the pattern here too much, being really strict following it. This stone structure here was just like a skeleton upon which to build. And it served its purpose. Again, it cuts down the thinking for me. So hopefully I can build faster. Excuse me. Let's do this. Okay, that's good. Okay. We're definitely going to have to go get some tough pretty soon, but pretty soon is it now? All right. But we won't do that during the stream. What I'll do instead is I'll just fill in whatever I have here. All right, so I'm thinking the next block I should probably do is that, is the deep slate. So let's take a look at what we have. Yeah, the two types of deep slate, and is one really darker than the other? I feel like the cobble looks a little darker than the regular deep slate, so maybe regular deep slate is the next one we'll do. And of course, the regular deep slate is directional, which is annoying, but again, I'm not going to worry too much about that. I think we're going to be fine. How am I doing for time here? Wow, I'm actually at the end of the stream. I'm going to go a little bit over, though, because I felt like I had that break in there. Was a little bit long. Yeah, see, so we have that kind of thing going on, which I really don't care for too much. I like more like that. If I have a little bit sideways like that, it's okay. It's, again, not my favorite thing, but And then remember, this stone is going to come out of here. So and if you do this right, you can control the directionality of it a little bit. If a couple of them are vertical instead of horizontal in their pattern, that's not a big deal. I'm not so concerned with that. See, I already like the way that that's looking. It'll look better when I progress over here and get out of this pattern a little bit. At least I'm hoping it will. We'll see. Bye-bye. All right, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm liking that. I'm digging it. All right, let's fill in some of this stuff. Liketh so. Okay, looking good, looking good. See, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. I know I'm covering up the tough here in a few areas, but that's by design. I'm just using that as filler. Right. Good. And I'm just going to fill in this area. I've got tons of this deep slate, so I'm just going to use it all up here. Fill in this. I don't know if I'm going to go quite that far down. It looks like the ocean floor is right about here. So I'm just going to let's close this right up. Because this stuff, well, it's going to show now since I did that. Awk. Okay. Let's head right on up the line here. Great. Let's stagger that a little bit. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, I know it looks like there's a pattern here, but when the stone blocks are removed and replaced with the cobbled, it'll look a lot better. We need to fill in some of these gaps like that. It's cool how the coral transitions into that. That looks better. Right. Like that. Okay, that's good. All right, and this part's always tricky because now we're on the 45 where this wraps around this. Just spam some blocks in and around here. You know, it's exciting that this is getting finished up. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I like it when a plan comes together. And again, you know, we have these vertical patterns, but remember, they'll go away. I want to have it vertical looking for some of it, but not all of it. Let's do a little bit of sleeping. Not that we really need to, but and we're at 2:10 actually. That's as far past the stream ending time as I feel like going. Let me get some more of this in my inventory here. Get in my inventory. Do I have any more of the regular diesel? Kelp. The kelpy bits. Wow, regular Deep Slate, we're actually running a bit low on that, which is a very good thing because that means the inventory is clearing out. The chest monsters are going away. Let's fly back over to the depot and we will sign out there. In fact, it makes me wonder if I should perch myself on top of the aquarium. Oh, my face. And get my thumbnail from here. Maybe something like that. Maybe. All right. With that, let's wrap this up. Let me see. Deep Slate, huh? Probably we'll start with these boxes over here, but I'm not going to go through those. I'm ending stream. Camp scene. Signing out, which you guys can't see right now. I never switched to standing mode either. That's why my old man hips are sore. I'm thinking Jeannie's probably streaming right now. And of course she is. Hardest working streamer of the buffoons. Let's set up a raid for Jeannie, shall we? There, viewers, you can see the raid message in the chat. And you can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us. I always encourage the viewers to join us along on these raids. Even if you can't stay for the entire stream, at least drop in, say hi, and if you feel so inclined, a follow, some bits, subs would be really, really cool. Let's set up the stream itself. Ew, no! Eh? Oh, typo. That's why. There it is. Family-friendly viewers, I just want to remind you, at this point, we're rating out to Cheska's Jeannie. She has a mature-rated stream. A little bit of language and some stuff in there, but she is super, super cool. A lot of fun. Fellow buffoon. We have a lot of shared community. Chances are you're going to know people that you see in there. Just remember, everyone, that we do this Generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Friday, from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. That will be Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. And boy, do we have some cool stuff to show you guys there. The stream following that will be Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Kachi time. Maybe Biggie will be with us on that stream. Maybe not. We'll see. But Kachi is going to do some cool stuff there. And, of course, the stream after that next Wednesday will be Generations again. And we will be working on the Baby Zombie Rush in the Baby Zombie Rush world, or we may just wind up doing an update tour on the Generation stream, or we'll have to see. But everything should be up to date there. Stream, Discord, world maps up to the 1.21.4 update. So please join us for those. They're going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us, everybody, today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be, raiding out to Genie. No.